My name is Litia and I'm from the beautiful island of Laos and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Casey, I'm from Tavua. We love Today FM in Tavua. Today FM rocks.
My name is Selina, I'm from Tavengavengamba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Pula, my name is Carlo. I love listening to the music in Today FM, in Malak Island. Today FM rock.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In the news tonight, Human Resources Department in ministries not well resourced. Fiji to provide homes for Tuvaluans. And BPO Council to soon be established in the country.
From the studios of FBC Suba, Amrita Sagar.
The Human Resources Department in many ministries in the country are not well resourced. While speaking at the BSP Fiji Human Resources Institute 2017 Annual National Convention, the Attorney General says that there needs to be a lot of investment into Human Resources Department. Anna Ravula reports.
Having a Human Resources Department in any organization is vital. The Attorney General says this department needs to be treated and resourced well as it does a lot of work.
In Fiji, unfortunately, I think for a number of decades, the human resources or the investment in human capital actually has been very much in the background. They have simply been treated as administrative positions where people climb within the hierarchy and suddenly somebody becomes manager of human resources. There has been not that level of importance given to it.
Saad Qayyum says there needs to be a lot of investments to this department as it branches out to many areas.
You also need to be able to understand that to bring people to a particular capacity, you need to be able to invest in them, and that can take time. Today in Fiji, there is not a single speech therapist that's available. So if a child is born and may have a slight speech impediment, what type of resources do we have, human resources and also technical resources, to be able to make that early intervention so that child becomes fully productive as not just as a child but also as an adult?
Saad Qayyum says the lack of understanding and willingness to invest in Human Resources Department needs to be addressed as soon as possible. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
A man is dead and 2 others admitted in hospital following a tragic incident in Lautoka early this morning. The 41-year-old man is alleged to have taken his own life after he stabbed both his 40-year-old wife and 8-year-old daughter at their Varamoli home in Lautoka. The reason as to why this incident took place is still unknown. The 40-year-old woman is admitted in serious condition while her daughter is reported to be stable. The investigation continues. Fiji is offering all Tuvaluans another home if their island will be underwater in the future. This was revealed by President Tiochi Konrote while officiating at the 70th anniversary for Kiowa Day celebration this week. Konrote says that Fiji stands ready to help Tuvaluans if the need arises.
Fiji's offer to assist the people of Tuvalu just in case our collective efforts to address climate change are not heeded by the major polluters of this world. Fiji is offering all Tuvaluans another home, somewhere else to go. Fiji is promising not only to open our homes and our hearts, but also to help keep alive the spirit of Tuvalu and its people, including your history and your culture.
Fiji will soon have a council for business process outsourcing in the country. As Sharon Shivan reports, this will promote the growth of business process outsourcing as a major business opportunity in Fiji.
Fiji's High Commissioner to Australia, Yogesh Punja, says Fiji is well positioned to address the growing needs of the near-shore market business, especially from Australia, and already has strong public and private investments in the sector.
The BPO Council, the preliminary body is already formed. We've got a working committee at the moment. We're going to have 3 divisions within the council itself. But we are trying to bring in the entire ICT sector on board. And that's where the challenge is for us, to try and see if we can entice the other bodies to come on.
The BPO Council will consist of academia, government and current players who will chart a way forward for the industry. The Council, once fully operational, intends to promote the BPO sector in Fiji to attract more foreign direct investments.
The operational element, you can manage your own businesses. But when it comes to the speed of broadband, the distribution of hard copper wires, whatever it is, fiber optics, those are the challenges.
The sector currently employs close to 3,000 people in the country and hopes are to increase this number to 10,000 in coming years. Shireen Shivan, FBC News.
Still to come, Navatu villages in Bua now enjoying piped water. And more than 1,000 Fijians receive $1,000 grant. Stay with us.
Moala ragada ranalika, o tikongona taunu singatoka, ando talisaka na wakaronga ng Bull FM, number 2 na sere.
We are the Ratubuni Kurnambili, Borani Batukara Hambarabinanga, the Talitakina Waronga ng Bull FM, number 2 na sere. Bula!
Bula FM, number 2 na sere.
The struggle for water over the years is a story common in almost all rural communities in Vanuatu. And to find a source that can bring them clean and safe water calls for a celebration. Eleanor Turanga View with this report from Navatu in Kubulau, Bua, a village that is now enjoying piped water in their homes.
Over the years, villages of Navatu have struggled with the shortage of water supply on the island, depending mainly on rainwater and well water. Their struggles have now come to an end.
History tells us that human beings have fought over access to water. But for the villages of Navatu, I'm pleased to announce that this government has brought water to you. Today you will no longer need to go fetch for water and rely on wells that you've had to dig before.
The $33,000 project involved the drilling of a borehole, which took about 3 days. And the ensuing 4 weeks saw the laying of pipes over a distance of about 2 kilometers under the sea to reach the village. This is the first project of this sort to be undertaken by the Mineral Resources Department.
With the borehole supply us water now, we are really happy. We now have water for bathing, cooking, drinking, cleaning and washing. Our women are overjoyed because they now have piped water in their homes.
The project will benefit 35 households with a population of about 150, a church and a community hall.
We, the women in this village, face a lot of challenges due to the lack of proper water supply. Firstly, because of our children, they need water for school, and secondly, because of our health. We often contract waterborne diseases.
Speaking at the village yesterday, Minister Fayaz Koya urged the villagers to protect their borehole and use the water wisely.
I urge you to adhere to the recommended pumping rates and durations given to your water committee to ensure that there's sustainable use of this particular project.
Another 10,000-litre water tank will be provided to the village to complement the existing 10,000-litre tank for water storage. Eleanor Turangeview, FBC News.
Ratu Timothy Taniela Taliai Tavana Vanua is the new Rokutuimbao following the traditional ceremony today on his chiefly island Bau. Following the blessing at the Ratu Takambao Church today, a traditional ceremony was performed by the Yavusa Ratu, where they presented a tambua to the new Rokutuimbao as a sign of their support. Prime Minister Varenga Bainimarama, who is also a member of the Yavusa Ratu, was part of the traditional ceremony. The excessive consumption of yangona is believed to be a major contributor to cancer in Fiji. While officiating at the Pinktober Symposium today, Fiji Medical Association President Dr. Ifiremi Wainambete says the Health Ministry believes there needs to be more research into the use of yangona. Senia Nimboila reports.
Yangona is part of the culture in Fiji, but if there is a link to cancer, it may require a lot of people to change their lifestyle.
Some link with yangona and liver abscess and so forth. So really, if you think about it, it's excess. So excess of food, excess of alcohol, smoke and so forth. I mean, that's the things that contribute to cancer.
Dr. Wangainambete adds also part of the discussions was living a lifestyle eliminating causes of the killer disease.
So looking at how we can be able to ensure that we actually look after our health, our wellness, exercise, the things that we eat. That's something that's coming very clearly through in these discussions.
FNU Pro Vice Chancellor Learning and Teaching, Dr. Evi Nambalaro, says awareness regarding cancer should begin at home.
In the fight towards cancer, in terms of educating to prevent or educating to train the mind to think, is really at different levels. And I'm saying, the first teacher that all our kids have are in the homes, in the families. All right?
The symposium is a partnership between FNU, the Fiji Medical Association, and the Fiji Cancer Society. Also participating in the annual symposium are cancer survivors, medical and nursing students, staff and the public. Sainia Nimboila, FBC News.
The small and micro enterprise sector contributes about 12% of the gross domestic product. Government now aims to increase the contribution to 25%. Eleanor Turangaviu tells us how.
The number of micro, small and medium enterprises increases every year as the number of MSB grant recipients grows year on year. There is now a commitment from government to grow this sector, which contributes $800 million to the GDP.
The Fijian government has and will continue to prioritize the growth of micro and small enterprises, which is essential to build a robust, resilient and sustainable and inclusive economy.
1,281 entrepreneurs in Senganga received the $1,000 grants for their micro and small business ventures yesterday, the biggest number of grant recipients in Vonua this week. The grant is aimed at giving our smallest of businesses a boost to get onto the path to sustained income and livelihood.
We want you to think outside the box. We want you to dare to be different. We want you to challenge yourself and experiment.
63-year-old Semi Sinengiso says it's a challenge taking care of the extended family, and the grant he receives will help him expand his canteen business to cater for his family's needs.
I have been running a canteen in the village for years now. There has been some tough times. It shut down once and then I reopened it. I am really happy and grateful to be receiving this grant that will help expand my business.
Majority of the recipients in Senganga are engaged in agriculture and livestock farming.
The government have given $1,000 of grant that I am going to buy some of the equipment, for example, scrapers and pots and basins, so that it will be easy for me to make a coconut vegan oil. And also I'll be improving in my income side.
This week alone, 4,681 individuals in the Northern Division will have benefited from the scheme. Eleanor Turangaviu, FBC News.
Culture and heritage have been identified as a strategy to attract tourists in the Fijian Tourism 2021 plan. Permanent Secretary for Industry, Trade and Tourism Shaheen Ali highlighted this while opening the Fiji Museum Open Day today. He says the strategy will assist Fiji in achieving its goal of diversifying its tourism products and forecast returns of $2.2 billion for the economy. Savara Tambor reports.
Speaking at the ceremony this morning, the Permanent Secretary highlighted the importance of sustainable tourism development not only for economic growth but for the preservation of culture and heritage.
And I'd like to call our tourism industry players to support the restoration work that has been planned for and the upkeep of heritage and cultural sites around Fiji to enable these sites to reach the level where they can be declared as recognized heritage sites. This will benefit the tourism sector in our nation. It will attract new streams of travelers and tourists alike.
The theme for the event is the museum and tourism. In a changing climate, nation building through our stories, our history is very much in line with the International Year of Sustainable Tourism for Development.
Nowadays, tourists travel the world not for sun, sea and sand. They are actually looking for culture and historic interest. And the museum is a key place for us in Fiji.
Ali and other guests planted native trees at the Thurston Garden to launch the Thurston Garden Beautification Program. The event was also attended by various school students from Suva. Sabira Tambua, FBC News.
TV and radio personalities of the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation, along with a few Fijians, raised public awareness on cancer at Albert Park in Suva today by taking part in the Today FM Stiletto race. The race saw men running in high heels, giving a clear picture of the daily challenges people diagnosed with cancer go through. Kelly Vidala reports.
Set, go!
It's not every day you would find men running in heels like these, but today was an opportunity for them to show their support for the Cancer Awareness Month.
I was alright actually. It's a first of its kind, so obviously there are teething issues with it, but we're glad that we had participants who showed up, and it's all for a good cause as well. So this is just us pitching in and helping out as well, because we know cancer is a major contributor to a lot of deaths in the Pacific.
Participants say the race was all about having fun and showing their full support for cancer victims.
Firstly, it was fun, really enjoyed myself out there, but most importantly it was for a good cause.
I would say it's quite challenging, and it's a good experience too.
Next year you can take part in this one, and then you can feel it. Once when you take part, then you can feel it, how hard it is to wear this type of sandal.
Kebuela Koroi, who came from Nosori to participate, won first prize along with the Best Dressed award, while Mirchi FM announcer Jitendra Shandil came in second place.
The Today FM Stilettos race captured the attention of many members of the public in Suva this morning. Today FM program director Mario Fasala also said they will try and make this an annual event. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
In sports after the break, weather condition affects international team for ITTF. And Fiji Volleyball Federation helps in reducing crimes. This and more coming up.
Whenever I want to tune in to listen to great music, I always tune in to my favorite radio station, Gold FM, only the classic.
My name is Lita. We love listening to Gold FM here at the Fiji Hideaway Resort and Spa. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
We here at Tano Waterfront Lautoka love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the
The Europe table tennis team have not been performing to the standard expected from them in the 2017 International Table Tennis World Cadet Challenge. There has been upsets in the competition and all teams are hoping to qualify for the finals. Eroni Tuinuku reports.
Europe team manager Zita Piddle says that the weather condition in Fiji has affected their performance.
And if the temperature is hot, but the rain is raining as it used to, and then it comes hot with humidity. And for table tennis, it is especially difficult because I don't know if you saw the rubbers already. So if the rubber and the ball gets wet, its spin is not going, and that's the problem, that it gets wet very, very quickly. So for us, it has an impact, yes.
Team Oceania is on a learning curve and will focus on getting more game time for its players.
I'm sure during this event we've seen some upsets today, so I mean the gap is closing. What our young people are needing is really more exposure.
Despite the down performance of her team, Piddle applauded organizers for the well-organized event.
It's really nice, the organizing is perfect, the local organizing committee did a very good job together with the ITTF competition manager, and everything set perfectly. As you can see, the hall is very nice.
The finals of the International Table Tennis World Cadet Challenge will take place from 8 a.m. tomorrow. Eroni Tuinuku, FBC Sports.
The Fiji Airways Drua side has confirmed its place in the top 4 of the National Rugby Championship semi-finals after the New South Wales Country Eagles and Brisbane City drew 38 all. Meanwhile, Drua is currently playing their last round robin match against Sydney Rays at the ANZ Stadium. The Australian Kangaroos started off their Rugby League World Cup campaign, beating rivals England 18 points to 4 last night. Meanwhile, Fiji Mbati will take on USA at 9:40 tonight. The Fiji Volleyball Federation is eyeing for individual perfection in players with an aim to lift the standard of the sport. A sport that is commonly engaged amongst the youths in the country can also be a contributing factor in minimizing crimes. Eroni Tuinuku once again.
Fiji Volleyball Federation is willing to help minimize crimes in the country through the sport.
So we get all these unemployed youths involved in volleyball, just to help the eradicate and reduce the crime level. It will be interesting if we have a stats of something of this to help us also to determine where and how volleyball is contributing to this reduction in crime level.
A sport played by majority of unemployed youths, it has been a contributing factor towards crime prevention as well.
The sport of volleyball keeps us out from all the wrongdoings. And we have a lot of talents that are coming up. So we'll try and showcase this, and we'll do our best and hope we'll come with a win.
Despite all odds, former national rep Maika Kini believes volleyball can be a source of employment.
And volleyball have changed the lives of the youths, and most of them are gaining employment through volleyball.
34 teams are part of this 2 days volleyball tournament held at the Netball Center in Suva. The top 8 selected team will represent Fiji in the Oceania Championship next month. Eroni Tuinuku, FBC Sports.
Wellington proved too strong for the Bay of Plenty side in an epic final in the Mitre 10 Championship last night. Wellington defeated the Bay of Plenty 59-45. Australian legendary cricketer Nathan Bracken will be in the country next week to help Cricket Fiji in its development program.
Yes, we got Nathan Bracken, who's a former Australian Test player and two-time World Cup winner with Australia. Recently retired from international cricket in 2009, so he's coming down to come in to work with Cricket Fiji and help Cricket Fiji develop the sport. So it's going to be a great opportunity for our fans to come and have a look at the World Cup winner, and it's a great privilege having Nathan come down.
Now, a weak trough of low pressure with associated cloud and showers to the west of Fiji is gradually moving eastwards towards the group. It is expected to approach the country and affect the group from later tonight. Now, looking at the west, it was not too hot today as cloudy conditions was experienced in all the centres. Ba was the hottest at 32 degrees. Eastwards from Pacific Harbour to Suva, same weather conditions prevailed. It was windy and cool today, with the Pacific Harbour recording the lowest temperature at 18 degrees. And up north, cloudy periods was experienced in the northern division throughout the day. At sea, easterly winds 15 to 20 knots, moderate to rough seas. Now for the tides, high tide tomorrow morning will be at 7:33 with low tide at 6:51 in the afternoon. Sunrise will be at 6:29. For tomorrow, some showers, heavy at times, and few thunderstorms over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands are expected. Elsewhere, cloudy periods with afternoon showers and isolated thunderstorms with possible heavy falls are expected. Now for the further outlook toward Monday, showers and thunderstorms. Recapping the main stories. Human Resource Department in ministries not well resourced. Fiji to provide home for Tuvaluans. And BPO Council to soon be established in the country. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. To our poll question. This week we're asking, should sex education be made compulsory from primary school level? Visit our FBC website to answer. Do send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News, or you can also follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. And that was your FBC News for tonight. Until next time, good night.
मैं प्रेमिला वायरुकू रेकी रेकी से सुबह मेरी आँख खुलती है तो मैं मिर्ची एफएम सुनती हूँ। मिर्ची एफएम इज नंबर 1, इट्स सो हॉट।
हम लोग बार टाउन के कैरियर ड्राइवर लोगों ने हम लोग के मिर्ची एफएम सुनो अच्छा लगे। मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट।
हाय, मैं संध्या नारिया रेफ्रिकी से मेरे सारे दोस्त मिर्ची एफएम सुनते हैं। मिर्ची एफएम इज हॉट। आई लव मिर्ची एफएम।
हमें स्पिन टोटो ताबुआ के मिर्ची एफएम में सबसे अच्छा गाना बजे।
मिर्ची एफएम, इट्स हॉट।